advice for anyone who wants to start their own company is ask yourself, do I have the grit, the grace, and the gumption to be able to do this? Because you are going to need all three in bucket loads. By grit, I mean that you have to have the ability to just keep going. And grace means that is literally grace under fire. Can you be a better human as a result of all of this? And gumption is you better be wanting to love to solve problems, because you will be facing them on a daily basis. I was born in England and raised in England until I was 6 years old, and then my mother made a very brave decision. She decided to strike out anew in Australia. We were not rich at all. We were below the poverty line, and growing up in that environment, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about self-sufficiency and the importance of being empowered and empowering others. Ultimately, I wanted to be able to run a company that was based on ethical and business elements. The way that you treat your employees, the way that you do your corporate governance and treat your shareholders, or how you treat the environment. One of the things that we learned from SARS was that, wow, the population have very little to protect themselves in the event of an epidemic or a pandemic. Do we have any spores that we can use to test? I came to work one morning and I said, gee, wouldn't it be a great idea if we could have an antimicrobial face mask, so one that will actually kill the virus or the bacteria as soon as it touches it, that would be breathable, that would be comfortable. And the beautiful thing about working with a bunch of scientists is that you get this pregnant pause, literally, and then they say, yeah, I reckon we can do that. The biomask, it's designed actually for disaster relief situations. I've seen active duty now in Haiti with the earthquake there, the earthquake in Japan, and all the way across Asia for HIV hospices. As it relates to disaster relief, we either sell it to NGOs or we do a lot of donations. You guys came back with me with some interesting results the other day where we had a 99.99% kill rate on MRSA after, how many minutes was it? Our approach to being a biotech company is that anything that we create, it has to be relevant to the world. It has to be pragmatic to the world. It has to be affordable, accessible. It has to be also IP protectable, because we're a business at the end of the day. It has to be able to be sold in America or in China or in Malawi. When are you going to be doing the 15-minute version? Or are you going to be doing it? For the biomask, we knew that by creating an antimicrobial shield, we'd be able to make it work for us again and again and again, so that we could put it into many other different products. I'm married with 2 children, 7 and age 3, and trying to balance you shouldn't call it life, work life. It is all life. So work and family is actually, it's the perennial difficult issue.
Have you ever been scared? Have you ever thought, I can't do this?
I've been scared. I've never thought I can't do it. And I think you do have to have a little bit of fear. Keeps you honest, and it keeps you on your toes. And you asked me one more question there, have I ever thought I cannot do this? And the answer is no. It's got to get done. So it's sort of like the Terminator, and that movie that, you just keep getting up and going and going and going. And yes, he does get killed in the end, but I'm not focusing on that.